beautiful sight to behold. Lady Liberty standing majestically over the waters of New York Harbor. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. First for San Antonio. Tony Parker is out there with Green. And at the center position, one of the most highly skilled seven-footers in the game today. He can do it all. Pau Gasol. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Aldridge in at the 4 spot. And for New York, and down low, the two-time NCAA champion at Florida, the 6'11 tornado of energy and effort, it's the big man, Joakim Noah. Then it's Anthony, and it's O'Quinn in at the power forward.
You know, the Knicks got off to a fast start, but when you employ as many old bodies as they did last year, it's hard to sustain the level of play you need over the course of a full season. It's one reason they started to falter a bit late in the year.
Leonard attacking. Back to Aldridge. The steal. The three from Anthony. Gets it to go. Anthony's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they get on the board first.
Looking to set the tone early.
And Clark, you said the Knicks did hit that lull last season right after the All-Star break into early March. But Steve, when the vets saw the finish line in sight, they picked up their play and got back in it.
That's right. They won 13 games in a row late in the season, catapulting themselves back into the top tier of teams in the East, and let everyone know that they would not be exiting the playoffs early. That really was the start of that run.
And so it's San Antonio with it. It's a 3-point game. Here's Parker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Baker passes to Rose. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's O'Quinn. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And the Spurs with possession. Parker gets to Gasol. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Rose against Parker. Outside Anthony. The tray. Shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Parker dishes to Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Leonard's got his first points in this one.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And the pass to Carmelo. Releases. Offensive rebound. Noah using his post moves to get the 2 points.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve. Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Here's Baker. Get hit. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, this team is on the same page, no question. They're right where they need to be offensively.
And they're hitting their scores with on-time and on-target passes, too. That's fun to watch. A dramatic improvement for the San Antonio Spurs defensively last season, guys. Coach Pop had suggested that they might have gotten too old to be an elite defensive team anymore, but that wasn't the case. I think he challenged them a little bit, and they raised the bar of their defensive performance.
And that one's good. Parker's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Spurs. Here's Jennings. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Gentlemen, last year, Greg Popovich received a $250,000 fine from the league for sitting out his starters in that game against Miami. They cracked down, but it wasn't the first time he'd rested his top players on a back-to-back. Pop explained the philosophy this way, saying, quote, "We're making a wiser decision and not a macho decision. It's about health and safety of players so that we have a shot at the end of the year. If I was taking my son or daughter to the game, I'd be disappointed. So I understand that perspective. Hopefully, they'll understand my perspective. My priority is the basketball team and what is best for it. Guys, it's always a balancing act."
It certainly is. Thank you, Doris. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And Clark, you mentioned the defensive improvement of the Spurs. Going into last season, their stat gurus told them they needed to focus even more on contesting shots, even if that meant committing more fouls or allowing more offensive rebounds.
Well, that's exactly what they did, Kevin. They gave up a few more offensive rebounds, fouled slightly more than they had the prior season, but they were better in terms of shot blocks, steals, and they held their opponents to a lower field goal percentage. So a great example of getting an edge from advanced stats. Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
And he's good on the second.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a two-possession game.
Jennings gets to Holiday. New York moving the ball around. Gets the bucket. San Antonio leading by 3. Parker with it. He's got 5. Parker off the pick from Aldridge. And we're through 2 here and a good one. It's the Spurs. They're up by 3. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's a good one going out in New York. Glad to have you with us for our halftime show. San Antonio battling in a close one against New York. One look at their field goal percentage says it all. They're scoring at will. Tony Parker's dishing it out. The other team is taking it. He's got 5 points, and he's had some good court vision, helping out in the assist department as well. Battling nonstop, the New York Knicks. And defensively, they've done a good job grabbing rebounds, limiting second chances. Their top scorer, Carmelo Anthony. No big numbers by his name in the box score, but he's doing the little things out there to try and get his team to win. And that does it for us here in the studio. Thanks so much for joining me. And now, back out to Kevin and the gang.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Look at Tony Parker. What a contribution.
Yeah, the magic touch with the ball. He just made great decisions, piling up the assists there in the first half, and really doing a nice job for his teammates.
You know, it isn't a very common occurrence, Steve. Typically, he's more likely to be on the receiving end of the pass, but so far, it's been the other way around here. There were only 3 teams in the East that had a positive record against the Western Conference, and the Knicks were one of them. When you have talent like this team does, it doesn't really matter where your opponent is from because you're going to be able to compete.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. There's a screen. Here's Rose. Another shot, and the layup is good. O'Quinn's got his team on the board first here in the second half of the Knicks.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
Well, Clark, as you mentioned, the Knicks against the West, when you have the offensive capabilities from deep that they did, you know, Steve, you're never really out of the game.
Yeah,
you should know.
Well, they could just shoot their way back into games very easily, and that's what they did a lot of times against some of those teams in the West. But Yeah, you have to play well against the West if you want to win your division, and the Knicks were able to do that last year.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Baker. Back to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Defending touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Anthony's got 5.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
San Antonio leading.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
Here's Leonard. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist in this one. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
34 seconds left to play here in the third. With the lead pass. High Aldridge.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show.
Knicks trail by 6. Baker, guarded by Green. Baker passes to Quinn. He kicks it to Carmelo. With 4 seconds on the clock, the shot is off.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
The third quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Now here's Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Gasol. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
Well, Kevin, when he's got the ball down in the low post, he has a huge variety of moves to choose from. So it's tough to defend him. He's got great footwork and finesse. Just figures out a way to get it done.
And something else you can't forget about is his shot blocking, Steve. I mean, he's an intimidator down low.
And so here is New York, trailing here by 8. Deflected in no time at all.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
He feeds it to Leonard. Left side of Leonard. And he banks in the lane. New York shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Baker passes to Rose. Outside Anthony. Unloads. They get the rebound. No good from Baker.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Parker dishes to Gasol. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Leonard, the open look. And it's San Antonio with another.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now, thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Outside Rose. Gasol with the block. Leonard against Anthony. Leonard kicks to Gasol. Out to Parker. Dishes it to Green. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
And a new group in for the Knicks. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Look from Holiday. With the tip. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way you've got to go. If you have good position, you've got to get after it and go for that second chance opportunity.
The Knicks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Jennings with the bucket.
Perfect inbounds pass and an easy 2 points.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And no mistakes there. A couple of good free throws to give them a little extra cushion.
The Knicks making a switch here. Holiday, the pass to Jennings. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game here.
New York calls timeout. They trail by 7. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. .11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Holiday with the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Parker outside. Can't get it to fall. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Tony Parker.
Yes, I does that.